Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Vindicta, which is a new horror thriller for director Sean McNamara. And this particular film focuses on a young paramedic played by Alina Kamporis, whose father is a retired detective played by Jeremy Piven, and her boss, who is the fire captain played by Sean Astin. And they're in a really rough city, and a serial killer starts taking out a whole bunch of people, and they're stuck in the middle and trying to figure it out. Now, this has certainly has a low budget feel to it, but oddly I feel like it fits this run down, grungy kind of disturbing, disgusting city setting that this film's supposed to be taking place in. It has a strange balance of is something supernatural happening? Is something just this is a very crafty and resourceful killer? Something somewhere in the middle. And not sure I completely buy this fluidity in terms of what's going on. Also, the motivation of this killer you can see probably within the first 10 minutes of the movie, and you're just I know this is supposed to be a big reveal that has a lot of emotional heft because it deals with a bunch of these characters, but I saw this coming and it's not a surprise. I feel like the film tips its hand too much in trying to lay some of that groundwork. I feel like the film also struggles with its inconsistent motivation as well, because one of the characters doesn't really fit into this motivation of this killer, yet the killer has just this urge to do harm to this person, even to a point where this film gets a really unsatisfying fourth act kind of section to it that just feels excessive and honestly hurts the satisfaction of the narrative that does occur. And I feel like you could feel this film is directed in a way that's not exactly the most impressive or the most impactful. It feels a bit too schlocky and uneven and awkward. And this director McNamara has such a strange filmography, dating all the way back to doing so many kids films, all for Disney and all kinds of stuff like that, including directing some of the Casper movies and stuff like that. And it feels so weird seeing this director doing a film like this. And I just feel like this is poor man Saw, not from the gore standpoint, but from the extremely intricate plot trying to link everything together. And I do feel some of the performers do a nice job. I think Kamporis does a rock solid job of being our anchoring lead. I think Sean Astin has a few good moments. But overall, I just feel like this film doesn't really nail what it's trying to do, and is a little too obvious in what it's trying to do, and it takes a lot of the shock and surprise out of it. It is certainly gory. It is certainly disturbing in terms of some of its imagery and what this serial killer is doing to some of his victims. Some of it's way too outlandish and out there and makes absolutely no sense. But overall, it has a couple of moments, but it's not a film that really sticks the landing in terms of what it's trying to do, and left me pretty unsatisfied by the time the credits started rolling. But those are my thoughts on Vindicta. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.